What's up, everybody? My name is Luke.
I'm Paul.
And we are Twin Saws. And today we're at the Warner Brothers Studio Lot, the Harry Potter Studio Tour.
The making of Harry Potter.
Yeah. We are very excited, as you can clearly see.
We were trying not to be loud for the Uber driver.
Yeah, thrilled. This was kind of a surreal experience. We've been to the one in Japan, but then we really wanted to see the original. So this is where a lot of the movies were actually filmed. And there's so many fun facts and Easter eggs that they walk you through in this experience. And we wanted to bring you along on this adventure and discover all the new fun facts about the making of Harry Potter. As soon as you get into the experience, you are met with a cafe that looks like a chocolate frog box, which is incredible. You get to see the Marauders map on the wall there, but then also snacks that are all inspired from the books and the movies. Some things are just inspired by, some things are actually mentioned. There's like Patronus cookies and, you know, like the book that's a monster book of monsters. We weren't really looking for sweets at this point. We'd already eaten, but the friends we were with ended up getting the Death Eater masks, which were like really dense chocolate cakes, and they were delicious. We ended up getting just black Americanos, because we were exhausted. There was an area that was closed when we had arrived because we kind of got a later tour time slot, but it was a high tea that you could do.
We're late for afternoon tea.
In the future, we'd love to experience this. And just so you know, our friend Tez and his boyfriend Matthew joined us for this experience, so they'll pop out throughout the video.
We were just kind of standing around waiting for our time slot because you can't go in until like your time hits. So that's kind of what we were doing, just wasting some time.
This is so cool. So cool. Corning's drills.
Watching the kids grow up and enjoy it, nobody can help but be touched and moved by it all.
They grew up to be really nice people throughout the course of the films.
I remember the last scene on the train platform when Harry and Hermione were sending their kids off to Hogwarts. And it took you back to the very first film when they were getting on the Hogwarts Express to go there. And here they were sending off their kids, and it's like it had come full circle.
They do a whole theatrical experience before you enter the Great Hall, and it's thrilling. They really amp you up, and then as soon as you enter, it's breathtaking.
It's like leaves you speechless. It's so
surreal.
Beautiful. This year they did going back to Hogwarts on September the 1st. They had a meal in here. I don't know exactly who was invited to that. I would have died.
I think it was
invited.
a ticketed event.
Was it?
I think so.
Oh, that's like a dream of mine.
Keeper of keys and grounds at Hogwarts. Now, as we all know,
that Great Hall always gets me so shook. I'm so happy. I'm so happy to be in there. I want to go just hang out in there, but they kick you out because it's a popular spot. I want to have a meal in there. They did on the first. They did an invited thing, and I was like, crazy. I want to be in that. I want to do that. I really want to eat that meal.
Paul, I literally just said that.
How magical would that be for the 1st of September? Back to Hogwarts and all that.
Oh, Durmstrang?
Yeah.
That would be really cool.
You can't really hear me, but I was talking about wanting to cosplay one of the Durmstrang boys or Crumb or someone like that, because I think that would be a dope cosplay. Honestly, the costuming in the Goblet of Fire is one of my favorites because we get a lot of different wizarding schools influence pulled into Hogwarts, which I think is so fun. And we get dress robes. We get a lot of like dressed up fits. We did not expect to enjoy this as much as we did, but the wigs were fascinating. How easy it was to tell what character was who by their hair alone, which I guess is understandable, but it was still fascinating. This area talked a lot about the intentionality that went into the costuming and hair design, and I wish we could have spent a little more time
Yeah,
there.
even these like costumes with like Harry Potter before and after Clean and Dirty for the last day. I think that's all Deathly Hallows. Yeah, all Deathly Hallows. Like the beginning of the day versus the end, because that day is so long.
Yeah, but it's also crazy that like, wow, and that you can just tell based on that.
Like the tools that they use to stress it.
Oh wow. Knowing from just the wigs of the Weasley's wigs, it's crazy to know who's who. That's nuts.
As musical theater boys, we definitely loved the set design and the way that they create magic on screen, especially the use of water.
I've always loved this effect of like the tube with liquid in it. It's like flowing liquid, so it's bubbles that you're seeing. But it's just a tube, and it looks like water pouring, but it's really just
A tube of liquid, making a loop.
It's interesting to see the roof of these sets because of the rigging for lights. So on the outside edge, you have like a lot of pole work to be able to get lights in that look natural. the sheer detail that goes into these set designs for like the common rooms specifically, with like here in the Slytherin common room, you've got all this like dripping. It's under the lake, so it's like dripping with like kind of sludge, a little bit like moldy feeling, but it's like such a cool design that kind of feels lived in and feels raw and real.
Mold on the, or moisture, it's affected the mirror.
I know, it like looks like it's rusted, which is so cool.
All of the couches are very well rounded, but almost like poshy. Like not comfortable, poshy.
Yeah.
But still, and like even all the woodworking.
Yeah.
I think like you said, the lighting is so green, but all the like the tapestries on the wall are also green.
Right.
Like feeds into it.
I love just how they captured coziness within like a brick structure of a tower, but the coziness of the tower with the fire, the plush armchairs. It's all very cushy, very like covered in fabric in the walls.
The bedroom area is so cozy. Like the heater on the inside.
Even with the like wooden, it's very brick walled and very like all. It's a tower.
Stone, yeah.
But it still feels
so
comfy and cozy.
Like I think it would be so fun to replicate that room as like a guest room, you know, like stay in the dormitory, you know.
In the Gryffindor common room, it's all tapestries on the walls to kind of give it a very cozy, like warm, very
I love the tapestry wall. Like the red tapestry, like
with
wallpaper.
the pictures hung on top of it, which is like so cool. And all the cushy armchairs, and it's all like very worn.
Definitely my most vibe, obviously.
Yeah, as a Gryffindor.
Obviously, but
They don't never got a common room.
that's the basis of the like Fred wand.
Oh yeah.
Isn't that crazy? That's the base of Fred's wand.
Feels like pretty much.
That makes more sense. Like that it would come from a
Design wise, it's like wooden version of that. Yeah. The design of Dumbledore's office is so cool. And maybe it's just because I have a nostalgic connection with that office, like it's from the films, specifically the pensive, the cupboards, the cabinets, and then the steps up to his desk, or to the Phoenix where he like does the clap and he gets taken. I love that design of his office for that reason.
Right, but I love to see like the props, but the detail up close, because you don't ever get that close of detail when you're seeing them on the films. But like this has the 3 different, I guess, wolf heads, but then you have this like 4th dragon. A little foreshadowing.
No, this isn't the cup. This is the Triwizard Cup. It's what they win at the end.
No, I know, but that's what I'm saying. It's the 3 schools with a 4th.
Oh, you're thinking. You're thinking.
Foreshadowing.
You're foreshadowing. You're thinking about it.
Oh, this is different. In Japan, you get to go and like actually like get pictures of it, but this is more of like the actual set. As a lover of the books, I love seeing the physical spaces that they created from what she wrote. At the same time, you don't always get to like really fully experience it even in the films. So having the opportunity to really look at the details that were put into it from the book that maybe are missed in the films or weren't totally like settled upon or really like focused on, like tight shots or anything, I just really enjoy getting to see potion ingredients, the actual table layout, how the classes would have been laid out. I had a different vision in my mind of what that looks like, and so to see it as she would have helped create for the films is really, I don't know, really mind-blowingly cool.
Hogwarts was always a place that was like safe and near and dear to my heart, especially in the books and in the films as well. But it's really cool to see how they achieved Hagrid's height while also having to be in a confined space.
Even though he was tall, he needed to be taller.
Yeah.
They used the trick with the rugby player, so he's like actually like this animatronic head. We'll get to that. But then even like in his hut, making him taller.
They had to, like with Slughorn, he sits right next to Slughorn in the films, and they had to put him like rig up his face in a green screen behind him next to Slughorn. Man, that's wild. Broomsticks. I want all of them.
To be honest, I kind of like the Nimbus 2000's design best.
Yeah.
This looks like really rough and like broken almost, like less polished. This was like the best one in the world. And I think it looks sick. I think that like the foot pedals look sick.
Yeah. Nimbus 2000. Nimbus 2001. Yeah, but this one is like cool looking. I feel like look at this design here. Like you've got some like, incredible like gnarling kind of on the like almost like burnt. Yeah, and then that kind of trickles off design wise into this like root system, rooty looking thing, and then that goes to the
The actual like fire bolt.
But I really like the foot pedals on this one too. The curved feet. Not very comfortable, but they didn't say they were comfortable. Also, I do someday really want Quidditch robes.
I know. I wish they would release them because that would be so sick.
The rain version, yeah.
So cool.
How do they do that in the show? I wonder how they do that because they all seem to be on wires, but they all grab them off of the pedal and then they lay it down.
It's a magic trick,
It's a magic trick, I guess.
The show he means the play.
The Cursed Child. The Cursed Child play. Because it's not like they didn't do it.
I don't know how they do that. I would be bad. I want to know all the tricks.
I know that whole show. I want to know all the tricks.
Usually, I kind of know. Yeah. I don't know anything.
No, not on that one. There's so many tricks in there that I don't know. The play. The playbook? We just did the green screen experience. I think we're gonna buy them just so we can show you guys the pictures. It's an excuse.
But what they do is they put you on the broomstick, and you're able. They're like, it shows you what the green screen is showing you,
which is
so
so
you can
cool.
kind of like see when the lean and stuff, and then you take your photo, and it's really kind of fun.
And I think they did the Prisoner of Azkaban, or like the first thing we did was just a photo. So I don't know exactly what that is, but we're gonna see when we get up here.
Yeah.
Obviously, we can't show you any of that now because no filming or photography, but we're gonna buy them so then we can show them to you. It is a little bit pricey. It was £60 for us each, or not £60 each. It was £40 for the gold to get like for one person to get all the digital stuff and then your like a print. But then we did. You have to add,
but for the second person, it's another 20. So it turns out to be about 79, like 85. So about
Dollars.
$80 bucks for all our digitals and videos, and then also the prints. So we got 2 prints.
So it's a little bit pricey, but we were doing it for the video.
Yeah,
okay?
for the video.
For y'all.
Yeah. So we got the undesirable number 1 as a photo, not as a poster. I think we would have wanted it as a poster, but that wasn't even a part of the package.
Yeah. I think
that would have to be independent.
You would have to go up another tier.
Well, this is fun. It has a little booklet there.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, and then we got Paul. Because I was like, I don't care. Paul's leaning into it a little bit better than me, so.
My pose was better.
Pose was better.
I was all down to get it because they had to print 2 pictures, so we were like, okay, great.
Yeah, I was like, whatever.
Whatever. Yeah. Okay, I'm obsessed, and I've always wanted to ride this thing.
That's what I want Gringotts to actually be.
Yeah.
On this ride.
There's the seats on the side there. That's so cool. I want this to be a ride vehicle, or at least something like it.
Because kind of like even Hagrid's bike, that's the ride vehicle for Hagrid.
Yeah.
I love that it feels like the film.
Yeah. The night bus.
I love that it's not actually double decker bus. And they
I know.
just make it that.
The visual effects in Harry Potter, despite their age, have aged so well. We just watched this film again, and I was like, dang, I didn't realize there wasn't a second story.
Yeah,
It's like that's all VFX, which is like insane.
I don't even realize they're VFX.
Well, they just showed a scene over here, which I don't think I was filming, but that where like it's just Harry and Hermione running back in during Prisoner of Azkaban back into the castle. The castle doesn't exist at all. It's all a green room, and I was like that castle exists because I've seen that castle before, but I don't know if they just patched it or like did a
to make the
scan.
ground's exactly right. They need to sometimes just grade screen.
But it's just they were running on a green floor or a blue floor and green walls. It was like, wow, that's insane, and it's so realistically done. It's incredible. I love this.
I love it.
Ooh, Chamber of Secrets, might as well.
I didn't ever notice the tongues. That's cool.
The way that it locks is the tongues. The tongues come in. I think in the movie, like they unslither is how they like unlock. But here, how it's built is that the tongue has to like be retracted in order to unlock the door. That was amazing. So technically, this is just the stunt one that they filmed inside of. The real ones that were the outside shots did have. There's like 3 double-decker buses that were made. 2 that had like the roof and 1 without it. And then the ones with the roof were still had to be able to be taken apart so that they could like drive to the next set and get under like certain bridges and stuff. And these ones are all hydraulically run, but in reality when they were filming it was guys with ropes yanking on them.
Yeah.
The crew was like moving them around with ropes. It's just so cool. I love the Burrow.
The Burrow is just such a safe place for Harry in the movies, but I love the attention to detail from the books, like the clock, the fact that nothing is actually level. Nothing is level. Everything is the slant or a slight diagonal.
Even the cutting board is at a slight diagonal. That's crazy.
The tables are not straight, except for the dining table.
None of the chairs match. I love it.
I don't see any garden gnomes.
No garden gnomes?
No garden gnomes. They're only outside though.
Yeah. I love the diversity within the Death Eater mask. masks. They're not just like one set mask. It's everyone has a different mask, which I love. Divination. That's Neville did it. Neville took the one under there. I love how the costumes are like even worn in. Like they look
Lived in.
Yeah.
Lived in.
Yeah.
Dirty, like the shoes even are like scuffed.
It's such a good job making you feel like real.
British youth.
Yes.
It's crazy. In Japan, they have an entire Ministry of Magic section where you can get your picture taken in like the Food Network, and it's crazy. So it's crazy to me that there's only this little like subsection, but I do kind of like it. It's kind of like charming. A great place for the costumes.
It's the right place. Yeah, it's a great place for the costumes. I also love in these costumes that even though these are still robes, they look like business casual.
Yeah.
Or like businessman adjacent.
Yes.
And I love that.
Even like the trench.
Yeah, the trench coats. It's
Like
still
what Ron and
wizardy,
Harry
but
underwear. But
It's
also
still
look-
robe-esque, but it's like, yeah, adult.
But look at this design thing where they have like this serpent coming in and holding up the ministry.
Oh, wow.
So you have this like, or it's like almost an alligator or something, serpent, something coming in
And then holding up these
pillars in the ministry.
I can't wait to see it at Universal Studios when they open up the Epic Universe because they're doing a whole Ministry of Magic there. And it's going to be full to scale. I'm really excited.
I know.
this is right outside the bathrooms. But this like mural is like concept art of like the opening of the Chamber of Secrets with like Gilderoy and Harry. Ugh. But I love it. I love how like the water is pushing it up. And Myrtle. Crazy.
It's forbidden.
Do not come in.
No.
Well, I'm gonna go. Oh, you tell me about it. Tell me how forbidden it is.
No.
Bugby.
It's alive. Aggro dog.
That's how they did the Patronuses, I guess.
Real-life Scottish deer head.
And then they would have them actually run around with lights on them, so that it would like light the scene properly.
It's basically the practical way to light an animal running.
If we got that, then it would destroy it.
Yeah.
The Durmstrang Institute. Oh my gosh, what?
Durmstrang.
Yeah.
Debs. Mugs. Stickers. These I've seen. I saw this online. They released in the parks.
They're literally only available in this store. They're not available at the end. When you get to the end, you have to buy it now. But it is a premium Zuga. Says that's like
It's like $200.
$200 a little more.
But
But-
this is the Hogwarts one? I love the... Yeah.
It is like the Hogwarts one. Then you have like the different house ones, like
red,
blue and yellow and stuff. But then on the inside, it's really a top loader, so it doesn't open like all the way. It's not like a two-sided thing. You have a zipper on the back and then a compression here, and wheels. So like, honestly,
is a.
we love our bags. But I also really loved this. I just wish it was.
It's just a wooden trunk, so I would want it more just for my house.
So they have like Bobaton and Durmstrang merchandise at this shop, which is crazy. So they have a Durmstrang Institute, Hagrid's motorbike, a Hogwarts tee.
I love this Hogwarts Express tee. It's like a rubber situation.
But then they have like Bobaton and like different stickers and like passports and socks, all kinds of stuff, which is just cool. We never see merchandise for those houses.
Oh, those schools. We were just here.
Yeah, the real one. We literally did, and I was like, wow, they did a good likeness.
I know they really did do a cool hit like this, and then age it properly. Like
Yeah.
just insane.
Yeah.
Very cool. I love these little photo ones you guys going on.
Little photos, like little stations for photos. Oh, Luke, we should get a pic that we never got.
What are you gonna do? Just
We're gonna check out the train aesthetics. This
Is the authentic carriage that was used in filming for all 7 years. It's also tight.
what is it?
This is the actual carriage they used for filming.
Oh shoot.
Yeah, which is awful tight for like cameras and stuff. Can you just imagine trying to get
the glass is good on both sides, so they can definitely.
Oh yeah,
get
take
more
stuff
and
out. I'm
lights
sure.
and lighting.
I'm sure it's deconstructible as well, so that they can like work in it. So like here is like,
Oh wow, yeah.
Wow. The frosted glass from like the cold when it was like the Dementors. Oh my god.
Wizard, Wheezy.
Oh, this is like from Harry Potter and the Order of the Phoenix. So it's like all the different ones. Oh my gosh. Oh look, this is the Half-Blood Prince where he like sneaked.
Yes,
And Slytherins. And the Quibbler. Yeah. Ron and Lavender.
Peruvian Darkness powder.
Yes, yes. Half-Blood Prince. Deadly Hallows Part 2.
Oh, look at the
Every flavor
flavor
beans.
beans.
And this one is not one, it's just a generic.
That's amazing. Well, that's fun.
So
I'm really
cool.
good.
And toilets.
Regent.
They made it real. They made it real to life. That's really cool. Oh, look down here, there's... Yeah. The Honeydukes trolley. Oh, cool. You can get in and go get a little... Scabbers!
Oh, yeah, look.
And then a trolley.
Every time we run, looks a bit
I know it. Oh my gosh. This scene broke me.
Halfway through, they have a restaurant and an area where you can kind of explore some of the more tangible set pieces, like the bridge, the night bus, the Dursley's home, the burrow,
The greenhouses.
greenhouses. Yeah, there's some other things. The cars. This is a really cool area. We had a late tour time slot, so we were feeling a little rushed and trying to run around and see everything, and we still had a whole half of the tour to go.
The greenhouses.
I have to go see Privet Drive.
Yeah, we just went in. Cool.
You went in Privet Drive?
Yeah.
Oh.
Go walk through the whole house.
To walk.
That's it, speed walk.
Speed walk. Up two.
The Dursley's house is not a happy place for Harry, but the set was so cool. Getting to see some of the shenanigans, or at least where a lot of the shenanigans went down, as well as like Aunt Marge flying out the window, all the letters flying in the fireplace, the kitchen.
I really thought it was
The
cool
staircase.
because it was like it is the house, and it's kind of wild to see that and to live that experience a little bit. It's kind of surreal a little.
Yeah, I would say very surreal.
Look, we gotta go see the Weasleys, the burrow. The gnome garden. Oh yeah. Let's go check out the greenhouses, the herbology greenhouses.
It's me!
Wisp.
A wisp.
Dude, Wisp, like so blurry.
Covered your ears.
Second years.
I really like the design. Those are really cool. That was a close one.
The two photo spots with the Fort Angular and Hagrid's bike were really fun to experience. I believe these are replicas and just made for photo ops. Something about us, we love water creatures, which is why we love the second task in the Goblet of Fire.
High five. My best.
Over the years, we've discovered a lot about practical and digital effects, which is why this area was so fascinating to us.
I did a lot of research in high school. I wanted to go into special effects work, specifically in the era of visual effects, where it was like the practical side of special effects. And so this area of the tour was like right up our alley.
We loved watching all of the different props and special and practical effects blend. They went into a lot of characters like Dobby. One of my favorite was actually Lupin when he transforms into the werewolf.
That was originally supposed to be a actual animatronic, and it ended up being CGI, but the initial plan was that it would be a practical physical animatronic.
And I love that they bring that into it, even though that's not what ended up happening. They show
Right.
like the process of what.
Actually ended up happening.
And the CGI actually looked a lot like the animatronic, which was fascinating.
It was kind of the design style, yeah. Hagrid is really fascinating because he was a real person played in the movies, but he also had an animatronic head and a suit that a man would wear that...
The old rugby player.
Yeah, and then the characters could interact with him at his level, and then they would like put his face from the real actor onto the animatronic head in post-production, which is really fascinating. Something I need to mention here is the difference between visual and practical. Like, so visual and special effects are two different things. Visual effects are what is practically on set, and a special effect is what happens in the computer later. So this is a blend of those two things.
So originally, the werewolf was supposed to be a physical effect, and I think David Thewlis was supposed to actually be the one to do it, but at the end, after working so much and hours of makeup and everything, they ended up still having to do it digitally because it was too hard for him to move in the actual costume, which is so sad, but also so cool that they did it.
Yeah.
So good. Obviously, the transformation would have had to be digital, but then the rest of it would have been
Physical, but at the last minute they couldn't. Wow, look at Hagrid's head and the whole structure.
Luke was just saying that they did end up using some of the practical suit in the final product.
For Lupin.
For Lupin, yeah. But I was just looking back at in a rewatch, and I was looking at the actual face, all of the intricate mechanics that go into the emotive.
The servos, yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Here's the guy behind Hagrid.
That's like one of the most popular fun facts that we've heard on this group is that, like, did you know Hagrid's head's not actually real? And I was like, what? But it's true. It's an animatronic. And it's
Well, for some of it.
for some of it. A lot of it's done, and it's still CGI'd his face on it because it's not practical, fully practical. But, oh man, the amount of animatronics they did, it's pretty incredible. I love the creatures of Hogwarts and the world of Harry Potter. It's like the Thestral and the dragons, right? And these are just incredible. Oh, and like the basilisk and the dragon. I mean, all of it is so. You love it. You love mythical creatures. I love mythical creatures, but then to be made real in animatronic form, or even in model form for the CGI people to work with. It's so cool.
The funniest things I've ever seen was a group of people just
This is a model of in the Deathly Hallows when they go into the Gringotts vault and then they meet with the dragon. The dragon like helps them escape. Amazing to watch this. They have like the track and then also where the light would be coming, so they would know like where the light is hitting for like the CGI artists and like whatever they're using for where like creating the reality of the set.
And how it would crumble.
They have to know so much.
Yeah. What'd you say?
I thought it was actual marble.
Nope.
Something flexible.
To do that, we had to put the bolt cart onto a 6-axis motion bike.
Sure. Problem is they aren't quick.
At their best to create such a great
Different concepts for the Hufflepuff.
I like what they came up with. That's
reproducing itself so that you replication and growth.
That was so sick.
I think he needs to.
Look at their suits.
I know.
I want to get a replica of these suits.
Is it a weird time to mention I'm also a twin? Oh, are you? Yeah, the people in the pictures.
Can they make this the real? Yeah, that'd be better. The real thing, like from the game.
I love that sound.
Oh yeah, your fave. With that.
Like that.
Oh, Paul, yeah.
Bob Rugless. That Dobby.
The burrow. No, I take it back. I want this in my house.
The Black Lady.
the not Weeping Willow. That is incredible. The Burrow. This Luke with the Hogwarts Express. Wait, I love this art, but this part always makes me emotional. This is their wands for the casting crew of the movies. So it's like all like your the credits basically, and you get to, if you worked on the film, you get to have a wand here, which is. Those are fun string bags. I know the string bags are cool.
I love that.
The Deathly Hallows backpack.
I love that.
Oh, I also really like that. Look at the Death Eater Spirit jersey. It says Death Eater on the back. That's cool. And then it's got the Death Eater logo there. You can see. Ooh, I like that one. Thai squishies is what they're called. So Thai Beanie Babies. No, it's not released yet. This is kind of fun. It's got this like London on the front. It's like a rubber. That's kind of cool. I know. But for kids. I know. I love that pillow. They've got a tote bag. Actually, that might need to come home with us. Love me a tote. I also love me a tote. Oh my gosh, posters! Goblet. Lots of goblet, but Chamber. Deathly Hallows. That's a cool one from Deathly Hallows. Yes, Deathly Hallows. Gryffindor. Order. And that is the studio tour here in London. That was amazing! What'd you think? What was your favorite part? I don't know. I really like seeing all those sets. It's like that first room that I love so much of like, I like the first room and the second half with all of the animals and the creatures. And outside. Like the night bus and stuff. That's like my favorite. But anyway, let us know what your favorite was in the comments below, and we will see you in another video real soon. Don't die? Okay, bye. This is so cool. They're wands lighting the way. This, get it.
A special thank you to Peter, Matt, Morgan, Tony, and Will,
And the rest of our patrons over on Patreon for being the realest of the real ones. To join the realest of the real ones, head over to patreon.com/twinsauce or click the link below.